So, I'm Robin. Uh, I tried to stream earlier today. I got frustrated and had to quit. So, also, I'm very awkward. And I knew what I was going to say until I turned the camera on. And then all of a sudden, it's gone. Today we are near Ellensburg, but apparently I wrote it in wrong. Yay me. I don't know why I've got an M in there. Don't ask. My kids have learned I don't know how to type. My friends have learned I don't know how to type. It's about time anybody else who thought I could type learns better. The temperature today is not supposed to get as bad as it was yesterday. So, yay for us. And today we were just going to check out some parks. Maybe look at a few of the stores. I was going to go play Pokemon Go. Otherwise, I'm going to have to let the phone rest some. I'd tried going on and chatting the past few days, and the phone was just overheating badly. Yesterday, I tried, and I got 2 minutes of nothing. Just the little screen where it's like, we're broke. Please watch something else. And it's frustrating, but it happens. Today it's only supposed to get 95, so I have hopes that pretty soon it'll cool down a bit more and it won't be such a hassle to attempt to go on here and chatter. Last night I thought I waited till late enough and I attempted to play a game on my phone and stream that. It got maybe 19, 20 minutes in, then it just killed the stream. And the game shut itself off because the phone overheating. So at this point, I know I'm going to have to replace said phone. I mean, like the little cracky glare wasn't enough because that can be fun. Oh, it's not doing it now. It must be overcast just enough. But as if the glare wasn't fun enough now with it overheating all the time, I'm going to have to replace the phone sooner than September when I plan to. Because Brandon's phone, his time, I'd paid it up for an entire year. It dies out September. And I was planning on going ahead getting me a new phone. Passing him this one. Because his phone is even worse than mine. And I would love to tell you that it's just our luck, but no. He has no cares to give when it comes to the phone. Because, truth be told, it's just a cheap $60 phone. And fair enough. But now he's complaining, it's like, oh, it won't take pictures at all. Well, yeah. You dropped a jack on it. Yeah, he did. In Mexico? Or not Mexico. Oh, God. New Mexico or Texas. I can't remember which one. But he dropped the tire jack thing on it. Which, fun times. I'm glad the phone still works. Mine is just good old-fashioned. I have dropped it. I have been caught in the rain with it. I have used it at the same time as trying to do a fast charge, which definitely does overheat it. So, and like I said, it's just a cheap phone anyways. I think it was like $64 after tax and everything in my home state. And I'll end up replacing it with another cheap phone. Mostly because I'm too lazy to learn how to work an iPhone and too cheap to pay that much. Which, speaking of cheap, gas prices are starting to fall down pretty well, and I'm so tickled about that. Because at one point, we got seriously stuck in several places. Prime example, Prim Valley. Because, hey, we had to go to the places from Fallout. And, yes, I am aware we're nerds for it, but just the same. And when we were there, it was like $6.98 a gallon. And that's been a few months, obviously. And now we're in a territory to where the highest we're seeing is 530, 540. This morning we seen one for 449. It depends on the stop. Because I seen two gas stations right beside each other. One 509, one for 469. And my mind was just like, why would somebody pay the extra unless the service at the other was really, really crappy? But with the price of gas going down, it should be a heck of a lot easier this time to go ahead and make our crossing back across the U.S. another 2,400 miles. We are making a detour as compared to when we traveled across in 2017. We'll be staying along the same path on 90 for a large chunk, and then we're going to deviate from Montana, I think, into North Dakota, because I've never been to North Dakota. Then we'll be hitting Wisconsin, I want to say Minnesota, and the top half of Illinois, which I'd only been through the bottom tip, so getting to go different places. Excuse me. Which I've got an aunt that lives in Illinois. I haven't spoken to her for years. And it's on the to-do list. This whole trip, it's been finding new places, checking on people that we haven't been in contact for a long time with, and basically just learning to adult, I guess. And truth be told, we're still having trouble with the adult part, but you tell me somebody who doesn't, and I'll call you a liar. The worst thing on our plate at this moment, though, is just being away from the kids. And as much as we love traveling, it can get exhausting not having that sense of comfort from being in your own home, being in your bed, having the stuff that you like right there, or even just the minor things like my laptop. This entire trip, unless we've stopped at a library or something, my laptop doesn't get charged. I mean, granted, it's not the best laptop in the world, but I've got a few games on there I like to play. And just even something simple as plugging in that laptop, not being able to do it when I want, it starts to get aggravating after a while. So, in a way, we're looking forward to heading back towards home. And obviously, we're going to have a few adventures on the way, and I'm going to try to get more familiar with this, because why not? There's not a reason to not try to do this. The kids are tickled. They watched the two little videos I'd put out, the Snoqualmie Falls one. And they were just so happy. That right there makes this, the awkward talking, the not quite knowing what to say, worth it. Now, their YouTube comments, on the other hand, I should have never given them permission to make comments on my video, because the twindlings, love their hearts, the tiny ones, decided to go onto one of my YouTube videos and make a couple comments that just, if you didn't know they were my children, they would seem weird. So the kids have been enjoying making the odd comment on YouTube and basically just double teaming me, so to speak, I guess. Annie, sweetheart that she is stepping back from that race. She's enjoying the videos, but otherwise, she's not putting a horse in that comment race. No, it's Brandon's phone. It works sometimes. We were supposed to see his brother, well, adopted brother, however you want to put it, pretty recently, but sadly he became ill, so we had to go ahead and call that one a quits and started heading east. I seen somebody who I've adopted as a brother, and I hadn't seen him for 5 years, so it was very nice to see him again and catch up. And now we really have no reason to be this direction anymore. And other than doing random videos for the kids, there's... Oh! Well, hello, Chet Baker. I'm surprised anybody's on here, honestly. So, hello to you. Basically, we're just gonna keep pulling the phone out when the temperatures aren't ungodly awful. Like today's only supposed to get to 95, but still, I'm worried it'll overheat it, where I have abused this phone. And just do random photos and stuff on the trip. Which, I've actually got a Twitter, and I've been attempting to remember to put at least one photo a day on there. That's hard for me. I'm not a whole social media person. My idea of social media, cat memes. Yeah. Or the little cat videos. Stuff like that. Maybe a few risque, I guess is how you would put them, posts, but otherwise, my example, today one of my posts on Facebook for my family and friends was, yo, here's this picture of Yakima Lake near John Wayne Trail. I fell on my ass in the water. I did good. And then I'd sit there and dry out for several hours. Which I wasn't joking. It took like 3 hours to dry. Even in the temperature, because I did not realize my freaking clothes were that thick. Still can't go under the water without getting soaked. Yay me. But just stuff like that. So, just trying to remember to do any social media. Trying to remember to do this without the children reminding me, if you'll excuse me. It's not something I'm used to, and truth be told, I'll probably never get used to it. Like this morning, the kids reminded me. When there's a 3-hour time difference, so their reminders come in like 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, because, like I said, there's 3-hour time difference. And I love them. But my brats get up like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll get messages from Nick, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be like, that's great. I love you, kid. Let mom sleep. But, truth be told, and they know it and I know it, I kind of enjoy it when they wake me up that way, because who wouldn't be happy waking up, getting a random message of, I love you, you're a weirdo, or something else. So with them reminding me I'm trying to do this. And we thought about checking out a few little antique places, because for some reason I'm drawn to those. I think it's just the age of the stuff. Otherwise, I have no idea, because I'm not exactly a hoarder. Most everything I own could be put inside about 4 totes. And I do literally mean that. I think, actually, I have pretty much everything I own with me, with the exception of 2 totes. Because other than clothes and some books and video games, which I try to buy electronically, don't really bother with a whole lot. Is that... I am trying to tell what that little emoji is. Is that like a little dinosaur? I am half blind, so I am sorry. I'd show you exactly how blind I am, but learn the hard way. when I was maybe a little bit drunk one night. You cannot take your glasses, put them up to the screen, and expect it to make a difference for the viewer. I mean, I've also scratched my glasses all to pieces. That's been a few years ago. Now, I'd like to say I've grown since then, but no. I'm still an idiot. I just choose different things to be an idiot about, because what's the fun? Since I went ahead and made this little update, I'm probably going to go ahead and get ready to get off here. And perhaps try to get back on here later, actually. I've thought about setting a schedule on Twitch, but if for some reason we're stuck in an area without signal, or an area where the heat's just getting to the phone again and we don't stick to the schedule, hilariously enough, I will feel guilty. I feel guilty about the weirdest things. As my husband jokes, it's that Irish-Scottish guilt coming out in me. And he might be right, but I would feel bad if I literally put on schedule, I am going to be here this time, and then didn't show. Just like I felt bad because I'd promised the kids that I was going to try to finish off the last 5 or 6 days of July, and then 2 of them had no signal. And when they did have signal, the phone was just so overheated, it just couldn't function. Or at least last night I did manage to get a little something, but it cut off very rudely. So yay. I'm still going to publish on YouTube because kids don't care. They're just happy to hear me gibber. And I guess that'll be okay. If anybody out there actually decides to watch, that'd be great. You can throw some suggestions somewhere. There's a chat here on Twitch. I have that YouTube channel, RB Cronin Game. I have a Twitter, which I want to say is RB Cronin Game as well. I don't know. I don't keep up with them. I remember to get on them occasionally. Just like I have a TikTok that I don't use. I actually don't have it installed anymore. I literally only installed it just to watch a couple people on TikTok that I was like, oh, I like watching you on YouTube. I'll watch you on TikTok. And they were amusing, but no. I just couldn't do it. The whole very short, clippy videos. I need a little bit of meat for my eyes. I gotta see something. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to jump off here or hop off here, however anybody wants to phrase it. I guess you can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube. So just leave a comment. I'm going to shamelessly ask somebody to subscribe. Anybody, everybody, I don't care. It tickles the kids. Literally. Like Sakura did the squeal of, oh my God, child, you have made me deaf, into my ear while on the phone. Because we got 1 subscriber. I am not joking. It went from, Mom, I am so mad at you because you used my video. Well, child, you said to use it. I'm so mad. By the way, we got a subscriber kid. Whee! Death. The pain. Like, seriously, the pain. So, subscribe, and maybe I'll get to go deaf again. If nothing else, it will amuse them. Anybody watching, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will try to catch you later. Unless it's extremely hot, I'm going to try to get back on here 6 p.m. Pacific time, I think this is. I'll be honest, I'm not sure. I know it's 3 p.m. Eastern. What, or not 3 p.m. Eastern. Oh, shit. 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I'm starting to get frazzled because I can't remember the times. But I will see you later and enjoy your day.